Hey, welcome to the Fielder and the Fan. I'm the fielder, Adam Rosales.
And I am the fan, Noah Watkins. All right, here we are. Thanks everybody for listening. Today we've got, of course, myself and Adam as always, and like we like to do from time to time, we're bringing in another guest with us. Um, Adam's good friend and former teammate at Western Michigan, Clark Sterley, is with us. Hello, Clark.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining us. I remember visiting Adam several times, and it was always I always liked going there not to go see Adam, but to hang out with Sterley. So,
Yeah.
so I'm excited to have him on here with us. So, real quick, uh, Adam, how did you meet Clark? Did you guys meet at Western Michigan, or did you guys played in the kind of the same area, right? So did you guys know each other before Western Michigan?
Our teams played against each other at our travel ball teams. Clark played for the Hammond Chiefs, and I played for the Lakeside Cardinals. But the one day that we played them, I guess Clark wasn't there. He was doing bigger and better things.
Yeah.
And, he was. Where were you at, Clark?
I had an all-star game. I had an all-star game to go to. So.
Yeah, see.
Sure, All-Star game.
Yeah.
That's where he was. And I actually didn't play that game, so it would have been kind of fun
Yeah,
to
it was
face.
weird.
To face
I remember the guys on my team said, "Hey, there's a dude that we played against who's going to Western."
Oh, that's right.
And I was like, "What? Really? No." Yeah. And I vaguely remember them saying that you didn't play, and I wasn't there. So it
Wait,
was kind of a strange. It was just
Adam, how come you got benched, man? Were you not playing so good, or what's going on? What happened?
Yeah, they benched me for not playing so good. Just kind of been slacking a little bit.
No, come on, what really happened?
Well, I
Why
have
didn't
no
you play?
idea. They just gave me the day off. I mean,
Oh,
you needed rest.
yeah, I think it was a doubleheader maybe, and I didn't play like the first game or something. But I don't know. I forgot. Such a long time ago.
so you guys played together for 4 years at Western Michigan? Or you guys the same age?
Yeah.
Yep.
4 years. Yeah.
And you guys played on some other teams together as well, some summer leagues, some wood bat leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the summer after our freshman year, we played in the Kalamazoo City League.
For Miller Lite.
Yeah, the team was called Miller Lite. We actually it was a decent league. I mean, we got to play our home games at Himes Field in Kalamazoo.
That was your guys' home field, right, for Western Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to play there even in the summer. That during that summer.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the first time that I really used a wood bat, like in a college league.
How did you so Adam, let's talk about that. How was it to adjust to a wood bat? I mean, that was the first time you played, with a wood bat. You're aluminum all the way to through high school and to college. How was it? How was that transition?
I mean, it's a tough transition. I definitely lost a lot of power. I wasn't driving the ball. I felt like I was swinging with a wet newspaper. I was trying to I really was trying to get the ball out of the infield. I think I hit one home run that year, and it felt great. But the next year, Clark.
Was that at Himes?
No, it wasn't at Himes. It was in Muskegon, I think. Was that the city? Or no? Did we play Muskegon?
I think we did. Yeah.
I think it was like a.
Towards the end of the season, there was like a tournament, like a end of the season or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was like a playoff game or something. I have no idea. I think we went to.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, being a pitcher, I liked those wooden bat leagues.
I was just gonna ask that. I was actually just gonna ask you that exact question, Clark, because obviously you were a pitcher. So for you, that was probably it was probably nice because there was no adjustment for you. It was just the batters had to adjust, and so you were having a field day on it.
Yeah, I think I probably pitched a little bit better than usual.
It's funny. I never
one hitters with aluminum bats. That's a different story.
It's
That's
funny.
Right, yeah.
I never thought of that because I know that. I mean, I remember one of the things when one of the scouting reports on Adam early on was that they didn't know if he would be able to hit the ball because I think you struggled a couple of seasons in the wood bat leagues, right? Isn't that right, Adam?
Yeah, I did.
So there was like he's a good hitter, but he's not gonna be able to transition. But I wonder if they ever if they ever thought like pitchers were inflated numbers because they were pitching against guys that were, I don't remember ever hearing anybody, mention those type of stats before.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely struggled with the wood bat in that Kalamazoo league on Miller Lite, and the next year in Quincy, I also struggled. I hit like
Yeah.
a $150, like 150, seriously, in a college league. But hey, before we move on, Sterley, didn't you hit a home run in the Kalamazoo league? Or am I?
No, it was the Battle Creek League.
Oh, the Battle Creek, right next to Kalamazoo.
Yeah, it was the Battle Creek. That was my junior year.
All right, yeah.
So I think you went back to Quincy.
I did, yeah.
You went back to Quincy, and then instead of going back to Quincy, I played in that Battle Creek League.
But you hit a home run.
Yeah, that's a funny story. You know how I got to get in at bat?
How?
Frankie Ballard was ejected.
No!
Yeah. He got ejected for arguing a call at first base. They ejected him, and then
you got
I had to hit for myself.
That's awesome. No, do you know Frankie Ballard?
I do not.
So
not that I remember, anyways.
Well, Frankie Ballard, we played together. He was a transfer, right, from I forgot what college.
Mott.
Yeah, Mott. You're right.
Yeah.
So he came our junior year, right? We played.
Yeah. He came. Yeah. Yep.
With Frankie Ballard, and I would actually him, Andy Roy, and myself. We like playing guitar, and we have a couple guys that like to sing. Sterley was one of them.
Like to sing, but whether he sung well or not, that's to be determined.
Yeah. So we would like to play guitar.
I like to sing out the windows at people walking by.
Yeah, we got in trouble for that one time.
Yeah.
But Frankie Ballard, Noah, he was really good in college. Like he would throw down these solos, and just him and Andy Roy would just jam out. And now Frankie Ballard is a big country rock star.
Country pop musician.
Country pop, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, big time, man.
Yeah, very famous, very, very well respected country musician.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's from Battle.
Yeah, he's from Battle Creek, right?
Yep.
So, guys, I was watching video clips. My dad recorded video clips of me at Western playing ball, and I was watching a clip of me taking. It was like we were at Purdue, I think. I don't know if you probably remember that, Sterley.
Yeah.
And just got a pop up, and Frankie Ballard was playing left field. I caught it and I tossed it to him, and you could see us running off the field together. It was kind of cool.
That's awesome.
All right, so I got to ask a quick question. So we talked about Clark hitting the home run as a pitcher. One of the things in the Major League right now is Bumgarner, who's a pretty good hitter for a pitcher. Adam, you've seen him recently, or somewhat recently, anyways. But there's a lot of talk about him possibly doing the home run derby. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Sterley.
Wow, I don't know how many home runs does he have.
I don't think he has I'll look it up, but I think it's more for the
just like a novelty type thing. Like,
yeah, I mean they're talking about it. I mean he's a pretty decent hitter, and I mean sometimes it's not always about necessarily the best guy. It's kind of who would be kind of fun. He wouldn't be the first pitcher that's ever been part of the derby. There's a guy that did it, a little while back, but that guy actually, I can't remember his name, but he actually ended up getting a blister on his finger.
Yeah.
And so ended up causing some issues. And so that's the thing, is not whether or not he could do it, is whether or not he should do it, is what a lot of people are talking about. Because, obviously the Giants are in a position to go to the playoffs again this year, and
Yeah, they're supposed to win it this year, right? They win it every other year.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. So, I mean, if you're a fan of the team, I mean, would you want Bumgarner going to the home run derby to participate?
Oh man, like as one of his teammates?
Or I mean, I was saying as a fan of, if you were a Giants fan.
I would say no. The risk is too high.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. I would say you're not getting anything out of it.
Yeah.
I say he should absolutely do it.
You want because you're a big Cubs fan.
Well, that too. That too. Yeah, if he gets hurt,
you want the Giants to lose.
I never wish someone to get hurt. But Bumgarner happened to not be in a series against the Cubs, I wouldn't exactly be disappointed. Just saying. No, that has nothing to do. I think stuff like that's actually great for the game. I think it draws more people out to it. I think the All Star it's all about highlighting the game and the more fun storylines that you can draw to the game. I think the better it is, and so I think something like that would be great. Because honestly, I mean, it's I know that a lot of people, a lot of hitters in the past don't want to do it because like there's like this supposedly this jinx. If you go a lot of guys stop hitting home runs and they kind of go into a funk afterwards. So, but I mean, he's a hitter. He's not gonna. If he goes in a funk, who cares? You don't really need him as a hitter. He's a pitcher. I think it'd be fun. I mean, he just if he takes it
Could
easy,
they do like a
just,
pitcher's home run derby where they don't? I don't know.
No, I don't. I mean, I think it's either he's in or he's out. But I guess when they asked, they didn't say no, but they didn't say yes to the possibility of him doing it. So I think he would like to do it. I think so. I think it'd be kind of cool. But
You know who I
anyways,
want to see in the home run derby?
yourself?
Well, that would be awesome, of course. But and he's a pitcher, and he only has one career home run,
Who's that?
and he got it this year. It was
Who's
actually
that?
against us, but it was Bartolo Colon.
Oh, I think
love that guy.
everybody would like to see that.
I love that
awesome.
guy, man.
I would love to see that. That would be awesome. I'm definitely on board for that.
Man, I remember watching that guy pitch when I was like in middle school.
Right, man. He's like
Been around for a
Been
long
around,
time.
what, since like the early '90s?
Yeah, I think with Cleveland, right? Or
Incredible.
Well, yeah, man. There's a few guys that have been in the league forever, man. I mean, like A-Rod is what? He's 40 now, isn't he?
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
He's been around forever too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there, man.
Yeah, man. That guy is gonna be. He's gonna play out his contract. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So Adam, obviously your team has struggled a little bit, but usually at least one guy from each team makes to the All-Star. Is there anybody on your team that you think should be an All-Star?
Man, there's actually a couple of guys playing pretty well right now, but the guy that stands out to me right now is Will Myers. I mean, it seems like every ball that he puts in play is a hit, or if he gets his pitch, he drives it out of the ballpark. And he's been playing great defense too. So, and we were actually talking. I was talking with him and one of our hitting assistant coaches, whatever, Casey Myers, and Will, his wrist was kind of bothering him a little bit, but he's like, you know what, I'm gonna push through this, and because he pushed through it, over the last 2 weeks, he's just taken off. And I was talking with him, telling him how awesome that is, but how I've noticed, like me personally, when I play kind of through an injury or when I'm not feeling 100%, sometimes I feel like I play better because I'm not really focused on results. I'm kind of focused on getting through the day in good health, and then taking care of my body. So I'm not really thinking about results. So I mean, it's just fun to see him play so well. Other than that, John Jay has been playing really well too. Those two guys have been really our offensive strength right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see either one of those guys make the All-Star team when it's all said and done. So, how do you like the way that it's set up with the voting? The fans get to choose the starters. Do you think that's a good way of doing it, or do you think that it shouldn't be based off the fans? It should be based off of like baseball writers and more experts of the game.
That's a good question. I like the fans choosing who's going to be in the All-Star game. I mean, they do. They're the ones that want to watch the game. They're the ones that always come to the games. I think they deserve that credit to be able to voice their opinion. Sterley, what do you think?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, if there's a way that they could get both,
Yeah,
and experts involved.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how they do it. I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly how it's done, but it seems like when you get a bunch of fans voting, you could get some. Couldn't like thousands of people start voting for a guy just as a joke and try to.
Yeah, well, I think you only get 5 votes a day or something, though, right? Or some like something.
Yeah,
like,
something like that. But I mean, but he's right. You can't do that. You
It'll
can't.
skew it.
Didn't it
Yeah.
happen, something like that happened in hockey, right? Where they voted a guy
Uh,
as a joke or something.
Yeah, well,
maybe, yeah.
I mean, in the on the radio shows here in Chicago, they've been talking about joking about vote for all the Cubs and then also vote for every on the American League, vote for everybody who's batting below like 200. So
So I would make that. I would make the All-Star team right now.
Yeah.
Sign me up. I'm not gonna get any more hits until.
no, man, you're
until
on the National League, Adam. It won't work.
Oh, it's the American League.
Yeah. So,
Son of a gun, man.
but and that's the thing too. Right now, the Cubs are currently every one of their infielders is leading the voting right now, and then also Dexter Fowler is either 1 or 2 on the outfield voting. So right now they would have 5.
That too, right? Yeah.
Well, the pitchers don't actually get. You can't vote for a pitcher, but they've got.
Oh.
But most likely, I mean, Arrieta. He's gonna be an all-star, and most likely Lester will be as well. But I mean, all 5 of their starting pitchers are below a 3 right now ERA. I mean, they've got the best pitching staff in baseball. So really. Any of those guys could really end up being an all-star. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when it gets a little bit closer. But
there could be 5 Cubs starters.
There could be 5 Cubs starters.
Damn,
the entire infield could be all Cubs. I mean, and
if Arrieta started, it would be 6.
Yep, if Arrieta started, it'd be 6 Cubs. And I don't know what the record is, but I mean, what do you think? Is that a good thing that you have? That many players. They are clearly the best team in baseball right now. I mean, I don't think anyone will argue that, right?
Yeah.
But do you think that it should be more? Because, in all honesty, I mean, I'm a huge Cubs fan, but I know that those 5, other than the case of Rizzo, those guys all of them are in the conversation, but I think you can make a case for every one of the other positions that somebody else that's more deserving. I mean, at shortstop, I mean, Brandon Crawford.
That's what I thought.
Who else at shortstop? I mean, he's probably. I mean, again, I think that the Cubs shortstop is fantastic. Former teammate of yours, right, Adam?
Well, just
Anderson.
in the organization, yeah.
But anyways, and then at third base, Bryant, which is funny, he actually plays as much left field as he does third base.
He could. Yeah.
So, but there's other guys who are playing great right now. But the Cubs are a popular team because frankly, everybody wants it to happen, right? I'm not going to say what we're talking about, but we all know.
Series.
Hey! Come on now. Come on.
Good luck.
Anyways, so everyone's pretty excited about it. But so you guys think what are your guys' thoughts on that?
Maybe they're probably any Cub that makes the All-Star team is going to get to play in the game at some point, right?
Right. Yeah.
So maybe like having them all start would be a little bit much.
I agree.
Because they're going to play anyways, you know what I mean? So what's really the difference? I mean,
yeah, but the thing is, the fans vote the starters, right? And so if the fans vote them in, then they start. And so there's only so many slots, and so most likely the fans don't vote them in. They're probably, my guess is that not all those guys would be all stars. I think most of them probably would be. But a couple of them, there's, we might be more on the borderline. So, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. So,
yeah, for sure. Did you know that we vote too? Like the players vote as well.
Oh, do you?
Like we get ballots. They put ballots in front of our.
So how is that weighted? I mean, do you guys get?
I don't know.
Do you vote on guys on your team or on any team? Just on your team only?
No, everybody, but we can vote for guys that are on our team. So everybody, we can vote for anybody and everybody that's on the ballot. So there's like 4 guys for each position, and then for like different starting pitchers.
Do you get to vote for just National League or all, American League too?
That's a good question. I think it's just National League.
Have you already so when is your ballot cast? Is it like just before
Yeah.
the final?
It's just before. It's
So right now,
I'll get
Adam. So right now, Adam, what would your All-Star ballot look like for the National League infield?
Oh man. I don't know, man. I like Brandon Crawford at shortstop over Addison Russell. You know, obviously, obviously Rizzo at first.
Trevor Story's the other one that I was thinking of. He's another one that's getting a lot of votes for shortstop as well.
I don't know, man.
Wait, who'd you say? So
Is
far,
Zobrist one of the possibilities for a Cub?
Yeah, he's second base right now. He's actually doing. He's actually someone who I think probably deserves. He's having a great season.
Yeah.
What do you think, Adam? Who's your second baseman, Adam?
Second baseman, man. I don't know, man. You have is Josh Harrison for the Pirates?
Sure.
Is he considered second base or is he utility?
I do not know.
Isn't he having a pretty decent season?
You know.
And you got Daniel Murphy, right, for Washington.
Yep.
So those two kind of stand out to me right away, but I'm not sure if I don't know. That's my two.
Okay.
That I would who for the Cubs? Who's
third base or third base?
For second base.
Oh, for second base it's Zobrist.
Oh yeah.
And he's having an awesome season.
Yeah, that's true, man. But I don't know.
He's a switch hitter too, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's doing that little funky thing with his hands right now. You see that?
Yeah.
Like he shakes them.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. I like little unique things like that that hitters do, and because especially to show young kids, young kids they see they think that everybody has to be kind of cookie cut. I think a lot of young coaches teach that you have to have you got to do the same thing. But I like kind of watching Zobrist kind of do something different and shows all right, you don't have to be like everybody else.
Well, that's how you know me, Adam. I'm a big fan of the pitchers who have the exaggerated stretches and stuff. And I always liked why am I blanking out? Right, your old teammate in Cincinnati.
A pitcher?
Yeah.
Oh, is it
Cueto?
Right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, he's a Red Sox, long hair. Come on, Adam.
Bronson Arroyo?
Yeah, Arroyo. Why couldn't I think of his name right now? I got to meet him when you and I were eating sushi together. That Japanese.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I do remember that, man.
Yeah. Anyways, I loved the leg kick, the high leg kick from him. He was one of my favorite pitchers to watch. I always liked the other guy I really used to love to watch was Ron Beck from the Cubs.
Rod Beck.
Rod Beck.
Yeah.
The late Rod Beck. That guy was.
With his arm, he would take his sign and he'd have his arm swinging, right?
It's like a Kimbrel, right? You ever see Kimbrel pitch?
No.
No? He's got the wing. He holds out his wing to close. No?
Yes. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Adam. Yeah, Rob, man, he was great, man. He was just he was a guy that also just seemed like a guy that would pitch, and then you could see him out in the bleachers with that group of guys out in the bleachers. He belonged out there, So a lot of fun. I really liked that guy. Who else are some guys that you've either one of you guys, the guys that you liked either the way that they swing the bat kind of uniquely, or whether it be the crouching down and kind of the shrink the plate a little bit, or the
I remember what was his name? Craig Counsell.
Yeah.
Crazy batting stance,
Yep.
Unreal.
That's a good one.
There was a guy, and I can't remember his name. There was a guy a few years ago who was a YouTube thing where he could actually reenact
Yeah, I met that guy.
You met him?
Yeah, he'd come to Oakland all the time, man. He would do me. He loved doing me.
Really?
Because I'm so animated, right? especially back in Oakland days, I like really wiggle my bat, move my feet, and then he would swing the bat and sprint around like he was hitting, like he's sprinting around the bases for home.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Oh my gosh, the Batman. I don't know, the Stance Man or
The
something.
Stance Man. Yeah, I gotta look. Oh
Yeah.
man, I would love to see. I didn't know he had done yours, man. I'd love to see that sometime.
Yeah, he loved like joking around with me. He liked so.
Have you ever, Clark? You know what we're talking about?
No.
He does it with like a wiffle ball. He wears his Chuck Taylors.
You gotta
Yeah.
look it up,
Wiffle
man.
ball bat.
I'll have to
He
look
uses
it
wiffle ball
up.
bat.
You gotta look it up, man. He does, and like he'll do like every player, man. Like and he's like he nails it, man. He gets like
Yeah.
exactly, and he's like an actor too. So he like does like their face. It's awesome. You gotta check it out. I feel bad I don't know his exact name or what his handle is, but you gotta check it out. It's really cool.
I think it's just if you Google batting stance guy.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Dude.
I'm actually looking up on YouTube, right? Not on YouTube.
It's
Google right now. It's batting stance guy.
it's unreal. Dude, you have to see if he's got a video of doing you, Adam,
Let's see if he does.
because that would
I
be.
can look that up later, but
No, look it up right now. I want to know. So, you guys, have either one of you been watching the NBA Finals?
I know that the Cleveland's down 2-1.
But you haven't watched any of the games yet, Adam?
Nah, just we've been traveling and
Okay.
all that stuff.
Here's the more important question: has your wife been watching?
Yes, yeah, Callie, she gets way into the Cleveland Cavs.
She likes everything
Her team.
Cleveland.
Yeah, she even roots for the Cleveland Indians when we play them.
Oh, does her family?
Yeah, they're from Cleveland. She was born and
Okay.
raised in Cleveland.
Yeah, well, nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Callie. I love you, but the Cubs are better.
Hey, so let's go back to our Western Michigan days.
Wait, real quick.
What?
Real
I mean,
quick.
come on, man.
We got. I want to talk about a little basketball. We can talk a little basketball for 10 seconds. All right, that's all I ask for. All right.
Who wants to listen to basketball?
I do. I want to hear about. You appreciate all sports, so I want to know. So your wife's obviously cheering for the Cavs to win. Do you guys think that the big question is, does LeBron need this win for his legacy? What do you guys think about that?
I think- go ahead,
I don't
sir.
know. I don't know enough about what's going on in the NBA right now, or with LeBron James to comment on that.
He's got this is his sixth straight finals, and he's got one or two titles.
I don't even know, too. So this is why we shouldn't talk basketball.
Hey, I'm
We have
just
no idea what's going on.
All right, fine.
Yes, two probably, but yeah, I would say you have to get. Now, you know what? I mean, LeBron James is gonna go down in history, man. He's already a legend, a basketball legend. He's gonna be, man. But like, I don't think he's gonna be the same as a Michael Jordan. It's not gonna.
And not that
Oh,
we're
for me.
biased at all from being from Chicago.
Of course
I
not.
completely agree with you on that. So, all right, fine. We'll get back to baseball. I guess this is a baseball show. So, all right, let's hear about your guys' Western Michigan days. Is there a particular story that sticks out to you, Clark, about Adam and you guys playing maybe a particular game where you saw Adam do something incredibly good or incredibly bad?
Actually, I think the best plays that I remember seeing Adam make were in practice.
What the heck?
I'm serious, like diving plays, like up the middle, like getting up real quick and making a strong throw across the diamond. Like they were plays that everybody would stop.
Well,
like.
I think that's
I
an important thing because obviously that proves that Adam played
100%.
practice. Yeah, even in practice, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Sure.
I think that's a credit to you, Adam.
I appreciate that.
I remember one thing that I remember is it was our junior year and we were playing. Oh man, who was it? I think it was actually Cleveland State.
Okay, yeah.
It,
They probably
it
came to us, right?
it was Cleveland State at Purdue, and
At
I
Purdue.
yeah, Cleveland State at Purdue at a tournament at Purdue or whatever, and you were playing shortstop, and I threw a 4-pitch inning, and 3 ground balls got hit to you, and you made every play. It was almost
On 3 pitches.
yeah, it was 4 pitches. It was 4. It was I think just like 4 fastballs maybe, all ground balls. Yeah, I remember. I remember that.
Nice, very very cool. Adam, is there something you? Let me ask this other question. Did in practice or maybe in I don't know, do you call it spring training in baseball? I mean in college, do you call it, what do you call it? Do you call it pre
The spring trip.
spring trip? Okay, yeah. So did you ever face Adam in any type of expedition or anything? Or Adam ever faced you, I should say?
Oh, like in the fall.
Yeah. Did you guys ever? Did you ever pitch against Adam?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, quite a bit, quite a bit. I think I usually got the better of him like freshman year, and then after that, I could never get him out.
Adam, is that what you remember as well? Adam, did we lose you?
I
Wow, he doesn't want to
he,
remember that.
he
He,
gone?
I don't know. We'll find out here in a second. So we,
I mean, I may
we,
have struck him out a few times, but I didn't think it was enough to make him
you
leave.
know what? Actually, now that he's gone, let's tell us what you really think about him.
Yeah.
So, well, this is currently, instead of the fielder and the fan, it's the fan and the fan.
Yeah.
I like it. This is the way it should be. Let's talk about some basketball.
All right. Could we talk about like maybe basketball movies instead
Oh
of
yeah,
first finals?
what's your favorite basketball movie?
Oh, Hoosiers, man.
Who's what? Were you from Indiana or something? You are from Indiana, right?
Yep, yep.
Why do you think Hoosiers is the greatest basketball movie?
Oh man, I don't know. Just the old story. The small town, the Hickory boys. Uh, beating that huge South Bend team in the state championship is just like
My favorite, my
almost
favorite,
impossible.
my favorite part of that movie. Sorry to cut you off. My favorite part of that movie is the
Oh, I think he's back.
yeah. It's okay. We're gonna keep on talking. Is the underdog shot for
Oh yeah,
the free throw? That's like,
the granny shot.
yeah, the granny shot. That
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
that was my favorite. I thought that was
I
the
think
best.
I read something about that where that player who because that team is based on a true story that player actually really did shoot his free throws like that.
No, I think that really was true. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. It wasn't
So
it wasn't just like a movie, like a
no.
fictionalized.
Well, I actually think that was, and I might be making this up, but I think that wasn't like unheard of back then. I think that
Yeah,
actually players did do that. Adam, can you hear us now? Oh, Adam has lost his.
I can see him. I can't hear him though.
Yeah, I can see him. Ooh, that's not a good combo. Um, well, we're just gonna keep on talking because Adam was probably edit this out anyways when we're all said and done. He's gonna figure out his what's going on with his
His,
microphone.
his
So,
connect.
okay,
Oh,
best baseball movie of all time.
best baseball movie of all time. Oh man, the first Major League.
Major League. That's your
Yeah,
favorite.
The Sandlot would be a second.
Okay. I don't know if Major League would be even on my top. I like Major League.
Really?
I don't know if it even be on my top five. To be
Oh,
honest with you.
what do you think?
Well, well,
Well,
hey Adam, we're talking about our favorite baseball movies. So
yeah,
we're doing our top three. So you gotta just it's
favorite
my turn real quick right now.
favorite
So
baseball movies not starring Kevin Costner.
oh no because basically every Kevin Costner movie makes the top three. No, only only one makes the top three for me. But actually top five baseball movies for me would have to be The Natural,
Okay.
Alright.
The Sandlot,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think that's
Uh,
my second too.
Field of Dreams is definitely in there. Um, Yeah, I don't think. So those are my top three. There's
There's For
Oh, you
Love of the
don't.
Game.
I love the game.
For Love of the Game. That's a good.
The rookie.
The
I
Rookie.
love Throwing with the
Oh,
curve.
oh, you know what? Actually, yeah,
Rookie of
the
the Year.
Rookie
Rookie
of
of
the
the
year.
Year. Yeah,
Obviously.
I'm gonna throw Rookie of the Year there. I love that movie, man.
That was a great movie.
Cubs, right? Too, right? Oh,
Yeah.
then
Yeah. Oh,
hey,
yeah.
then I'm gonna throw another one like that. I liked Angels in the Outfield, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
like
just
that
watched
movie.
that. I just watched that recently. That's a great movie.
How
It
about
is.
Moneyball?
Moneyball. Yeah, I
Moneyball.
don't know. I mean, Oakland.
I was kind of biased towards it.
I guess I'll throw Moneyball in there. I guess I'll kick out Angels in the Outfield and I'll throw Moneyball.
How about
Uh,
Bad News Bears?
Bad News
Oh yeah,
Bears.
the
Ooh,
original, like the one with Walter Matthau from the late
Yeah,
'70s.
Walter Matthau.
that is a good one. That is a really good one. I know. It's Adam Sandlot's your favorite though, right?
It
Or
is. Sandlot is my favorite.
because so whenever we would do we would do movie quotes. Like something I always loved to do was always play this game like, hey, movie quotes and guess out what it was. And I don't think Adam really liked doing it very much with me, but so every time we would play the game, Adam would say, "What movie is this from? Sandlot, Sandlot, Sandlot."
That's a great quote, Noah. Great
So,
quote.
you want some more? Some more of what? How can I have some more if I haven't had any yet?
Yeah, I like that movie.
Great movie. So, what were we talking about? Adam, what happened to you, by the
I have no
way?
idea. I can hear you guys, but we're gonna just
Oh.
go back. And I think we were talking about Sterley dominating me
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's
on the
exactly what we were
mound.
For
talking
I
about.
was
for
gonna,
one
yeah, I was gonna talk
for
about
one for
how
one
we would
ball.
face each other. We would
Most of
face
the
each
time
other.
that happened. Go
Say it
ahead. Go
again.
ahead.
No, we would just face each other during fall ball, and I remember
Yeah.
seeing. I think Sterley was one of the first guys I faced actually in fall ball as a freshman, and remember seeing his two seam or whatever, his fastball that ran off the plate, right? So that was the
Yeah.
first
That's
time
what I was
I
for.
ever saw movement on a ball. In high school, it's just straight fastballs. There's hardly any movement, but Sterling would throw his fastball. He would keep it down low and outside, and it would just move off, and I would chase it more than not. And then he would throw a nice big curveball. I mean,
Yeah.
way out in front of it. That's how I remember Sterling. And he wore. Didn't you wear red cleats like
I had
that?
red cleats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I had red cleats until just the older guys made fun of me so bad. I just stuck it out. But as soon as we ordered those new cleats, I never wore those red ones ever again.
So, Sterling, how fast did you throw it at your height?
Oh, like in my early 20s, I was probably mid 80s,
Okay.
85, 86, probably on a good day.
So, another question for you: did you get to see last year, or at least the clips of Adam pitching in the major leagues, and
Yeah.
what are your critiques for Adam as a pitcher?
Oh man, I think he was clocked at 91 or 92.
He got up to 93 actually.
Damn. Yeah. I
What do you think of his pitch selection? You know, give Adam give Adam some suggestions, some
yeah.
tips, just in case it happens again this year that
From
he's
like
prepared.
from the pictures I saw, it looked like everything. The shoulders were level. The glove was out in front. His palm was facing center field, which is great. Good upper body mechanics, but I think he could have got a little bit farther out with his the front stride leg.
I agree with that.
He may have been able to pump it up to 95. I think he would have
Yeah,
pushed it a little bit.
Oh man.
I think if you had done a Bronson Arroyo leg kick, it would have it would have probably jumped you up to 97.
Yeah.
So and so the
But I
question
think
is, oh, go ahead.
you threw it like an ephus or something, didn't you? Just throw like a BP fastball.
Yeah, I started throwing it at like 70 miles per
You just
hour.
have to, right? Because they're just sitting on that 90, and they're like, that's what they want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just got to bring something different to them.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. And I thought I could blow it past them at 92.
Yeah.
And little did I should remember that 92 is a meatball to us in the big leagues. We like 92 straight fastballs. So I threw two of those, and those two got hit out of the stadium. So I know what not to do anymore.
But you've got a few pitches, right? You've worked on some pitches over the years, haven't you?
Yeah, I just joke around.
I remember you coming in and closing a game or two at Western.
Yeah, remember that last pitch I threw at Ohio?
Great.
At Ohio University, I threw like a slider, and I thought
Yeah, like
tore every freaking tendon in my arm.
Yeah, I do remember that.
But luckily I didn't.
Cold, wasn't it? Like
It
really
was
cold.
cold, yeah.
Yeah.
Cold outside, I had no idea what I was doing.
It was always cold.
Coach,
always cold.
I mean, that's what we get for going to Western Michigan.
Yeah.
Well, so that brings up a good point. So the guy that brought both of you to Western Michigan was Coach Decker, right? He recruited both of you guys, correct?
Coach Decker, yeah.
So I got to sit next to him a couple weeks back in the Brewer series, and he told me some great stories about. But Adam, he kind of told me a little bit about the recruiting process for Adam, and we're hoping that we'll actually get Coach Decker on here one of these days. But that
would be awesome.
What was the recruiting process for you like?
Sterley.
Oh, for me,
Clark, yeah, you.
I think Western Michigan found out about me kind of on accident because there was a player from my area from a high school called Munster High School, and he was a year older than me. They recruited him. He's a left-handed pitcher. His name is John Norrie, and he pitched for 1 year at Western. When he was a senior at Munster, I was a junior at Andrean, and we were playing his team. And I just so happened to be pitching that day. And I guess they just liked what they saw from me, and they were interested. And then, they invited me the following year. They invited me for a visit, and just Coach Decker was awesome. I really liked Ken Jones, the pitching coach, the assistant coach. They just showed me a great, just the campus was awesome. I got to introduce to all the players, and it just seemed like I knew I wanted to be a teacher. And Western was kind of it started out as a teacher's college, so it kind of seemed like it was a good fit,
So Clark, so that's what you do as a profession now. You're a junior high teacher, correct?
Yep. So
do you think that playing the collegiate level helped you in your to prepare you as a teacher?
Oh yeah. Definitely, in many ways, especially with being able to work with people in a team environment where you're trying to accomplish goals. I feel like playing baseball at such a high level, it's definitely helped in many ways for sure, and I think it goes for anybody that plays. Even sports in high school, you could say the same. You could say the same thing. You're more prepared for a professional life in the future.
Absolutely, I think that's a really good point. I think that for me, obviously, I never did it at a level like you guys did. But I didn't baseball, definitely not. But I was a gymnast in high school and did some wrestling as well. And really, those are the first times that you are I don't know if force is the right word, but you get the opportunity to team building and stuff like that. And even in I think in every career you end up having to work with people and stuff like that. And I think those are kind of good lessons for you to learn how to, if you can be a good teammate, you can be a good a good work associate and being a good team member of a work staff. So
yeah, definitely
for sure.
Awesome. Well,
coachable kids are employable kids, right?
That's right. Yeah.
I like that. I wonder, do you know who said that originally?
It wasn't those exact words, but it was said recently. I think it was a former NFL player or NFL coach.
I
don't know who.
I'll just say that that's a Clark Sterley quote. I like it. So Adam, what's next for the Padres?
We are in Denver right now, and we have a 3-game series against the Rockies, and then we go back home. And I'm not even quite sure who we're playing when we go back home, but we have to step it up a notch. The second half is approaching, and we have to find a way to start winning the series. And at least, I mean, our goal now is to at least have one sweep before the All-Star break. We've gotten so close to sweeping a couple teams, and we can't quite get over that hump, because when you do that, it kind of keeps that momentum going, and it just kind of leads on to bigger and better things. But right now, it's kind of like we can't quite get over that hump.
So, let's talk about that a little bit. So, on a personal level, or I guess on an individual level, I should say more so, you were in a bit of a funk, and you've really started to come out of it. What are some of the things that you did through your slump, and that you've kind of things that you've done to kind of get out of that?
Well, we just talked about being coachable, and I think I have to give a lot of credit to our hitting coaches and really encouraging me to stay patient with myself and sticking to my routine. But then again, so honestly, like, I've been doing this little baseball program that I set up for these young players online at baseballutility.com. And these players sign up and they go through these drill challenges, and if they complete it, I send them a reward or something. But I actually started doing those challenges.
I know, I've seen a couple of the videos, man. You
hitting the ball off the tee.
Yeah, well, that was just for fun. That was
Yeah.
the ball in front. I put the tee about 20, 30 feet in front of me. Well, I put the tee with the ball on top of it, and I hit a ball, and it hit that ball off the tee about 20 feet. So it was kind of, I guess,
It's like a magic trick.
It's like a magic trick, yeah. It's like, wow, that's awesome. No, but I actually started doing the real drill challenges, like trying to doing a soft toss drill. The coach tosses you a ball, rapid fire, and you have to hit 5 off the back net in a row.
Yeah, you only got 4, man. What's up with that?
No, I didn't. You got to watch the next one.
The one I saw, you only did 4, dude. So
I know, I froze up.
Bad toss, right? The last one.
Yeah, the last one.
But I started doing these little challenges. I started challenging myself. I did that one. I do like a closed eyes challenge where I close my eyes. The coach moves the tee to wherever he wants to, and then I go through my load. And right when I'm in the middle of my load, my foot's about to hit the ground, the coach says fastball or hanger. Hanger means like curveball or off speed. And I react to the pitch. I open my eyes and I react to the pitch. And I try to go 4 for 4. Right? 4 for 4, I hit a line drive, basically. So I've been doing these drills, and I've been trying to have more fun. Right? It's not so I don't show up and I don't focus on mechanics and I don't focus on results. I go in there to work and to play. I go in there to play in the cage now. And it's kind of lightened me up a little bit. And I don't know. I feel I got to credit those little drill challenges too to helping me out. It's for real.
Awesome. Well, on that subject, Adam, do you have a major league tip for us?
Yeah, it's a good transition. We can talk about. I know one pitch that I struggle with is the inside pitch. I'm sure Sterley knows that. He always pounded me inside, right?
I think I broke your bat once. I know I definitely broke Coach Decker's fungo bat once.
Yeah, we were scared to death after we broke that.
Yeah, you know it was Demetrol's fungo bat.
Oh, even worse.
I think I went in hiding. I avoided him for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's Sterley at? And where's my fungo?
What is a fungo bat? Sorry for baseball guy or lack
Yeah,
there.
Sterley, you can explain a fungo bat. It's pretty simple.
The fungo bat is it's the bat that's the coaches use. It's a long, skinny bat that you can get better control with it, I think. So you can like hit. It's a lot easier to control where you hit a ground ball or where you hit a pop fly. So the coaches use it like during infield practice.
Oh, really?
I was messing around with one of them one time, like after a practice, and it was a wooden one. I accidentally broke it, and they're expensive. The coaches weren't too happy about that.
That's not on the Western Michigan budget.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, when we playing, like we would always go in, like you and I would go do extra work, right? We'd
Yeah,
go in and
yeah.
pitch to each
I
other
remember we would
with
throw
tennis
tennis
balls,
balls that we would like pitch to each other from like 40 or 50 feet.
just as hard as we can.
Yeah, it was like little league distance with a tennis ball.
Oh man,
Yeah, I
no,
remember.
you could have got, you might have been able to get a hit.
Yeah.
Whoa! Might have been able to get a hit. Yeah, you're
Oh, this is
probably not.
serious stuff, man.
Yeah, but that was
That was
fun.
fun
That was
though.
a
We always,
stuff, you know.
yeah, find a way to make it fun. You got to find a way to make it fun. Um, yeah, that's going back to the drill challenges that I did. That
Inside
was,
the inside fastball.
yeah, and that's, yeah, we're talking about the inside pitch. So back to that. So for me, I used to love hitting the inside pitch. You know, I got better at it in college, at hitting the inside pitch. But as I went up through the minor leagues into the major leagues, I noticed like guys' sinkers would start sinking too hard for me to do anything with, and I would start rolling the ball over to third base or to shortstop, or smashing my shin with the foul ball.
Ooh.
So really, how I combated that was I just stopped swinging at the inside pitch. I kind of noticed that up, the high, and away fastball is my go-to pitch, right? However, with 2 strikes, you have to be able to hit an inside fastball or inside pitch. You have to be able to at least fight it off. But I found out this spring training that the reason why I wasn't hitting the inside pitch too good was because I was coming in too steep with my barrel, right? Because I don't know if you can visualize this, but I would my elbow, my back elbow, so my right elbow would drop into my ribs too soon, and the bat head would just go straight down. So it would not flatten out through the zone. The bat would never flatten out through the zone. So I had no chance to hit that. I usually would swing and miss. And then my hitting coach helped me, and I want to get my back elbow, so my right elbow, and I want to get it to like almost to my belly button. Right? Do you get that? Could you get that image?
Yeah.
Do you guys see that? Like my back right elbow, you want to keep it up, and I drop it when I swing. I drop my back elbow, like the point of my elbow, to my belly button. You know, so I hope everybody gets that image,
Yeah.
and that helps me. That helps me lay my bat flat and keep the bat through the zone longer on an inside pitch. So just kind of like your elbow to your belly button. Instead of your elbow to your ribs, put your elbow to your belly button, and you can hit the inside pitch a lot better. I know it's a more technical pro tip today, but well, contact me and I'll help you out a little bit. And if you guys want to follow us, if you want to follow Baseball Utility, it's you can follow us on Instagram at Baseball Utility, or you can follow us on Facebook at Adam Rosales' Baseball Utility. So we always like giving young players feedback and kind of seeing how they approach the game. It's kind of fun for me.
So Adam, I wanted to ask you. So the other thing that you do on your website is you've been writing articles or blogs, whatever you've been calling it, and you've been writing some really good articles. I've really enjoyed reading them. The one I really enjoyed recently, actually 2 I really enjoyed recently. One was 3 lessons I learned from Prince Fielder. Give us a little.
Read that. That was good.
Give us a little teaser of that article. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, Prince Fielder is just a great teammate altogether. I mean, I can go through the 3 things. I know the first one is that Prince always asks questions. You know, he's always trying to find a way to get better. This guy, I don't think he's having the best season right now, but this guy is just a remarkable hitter, and he still asks these really good questions. So I really noticed that. And he also has a great sense of humor. You know, like he always gets us cracking up. And then that's the thing in baseball. You have to find a way to keep it light. So and then the third thing is that he just always swings hard. Like he swings like there's no tomorrow. He really puts forth 100% effort in every swing that he takes, and he just really commits to what he's doing. And in life, that's so important to commit to anything that you do. Go 100% at it.
Nice. So the other article that I really liked, and I had known most of I'd heard this story before, I guess, but about meeting your baseball hero growing up. So
Dunston.
talk to us about that.
Yeah, Dunston, man. Sean Dunston was the shortstop for the Chicago Cubs, I think from 1985 to 95. It was like a 10-year stint.
Yeah, man, I remember, man.
I think he was the first overall pick, wasn't he?
Oh, he was? So I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure he was a first rounder.
You're probably right, man.
I think he was like the first overall pick of like the
Wow.
84 draft or something like that, or 85.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
That's like a year after we were born.
Yeah.
That's crazy to think, man. But yeah, it was actually back in 2009 that I met him. So about almost at least 6 years ago. And I was playing for the Cincinnati Reds, and I was a rookie at the time. So like 6 or 7 years ago, I guess. Almost, I don't know.
Not important.
Not important, but so I was watching these guys out in the field take ground balls, and I recognized the way that this individual was taking ground balls. It was Sean Dunston. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I asked our bench coach, Chris Spire, I'm like, is that Sean Dunston out there? He's like, yeah, you want to go meet him? And I'm like, no, there's no way I'm going to go meet him. I was like so nervous. So he's like, we're going to meet him, man. So he takes me out on the field, and they get done taking ground balls, and Sean Dunston just walks towards us, and he's just such a cool guy, man. Like, he was ready just like to give me a big hug, and I told him that he was my favorite baseball player ever growing up. And so he gave me this big hug, and he's like, oh man, I must have been doing something right, you know. So it's just really cool, man, to meet your childhood hero, I guess, growing up.
That's really awesome. So you've gotten to meet a lot of really cool people. You know, we talked a few weeks ago about you got to meet one of our heroes musically growing up. You got to meet Tom DeLonge from Blink-182, and then the other day you got to meet another music icon.
Yeah, actually, we usually listened to his music growing up.
We did actually.
Yeah, we did, and it probably wasn't the most clean type of music, but we listened to Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Hey, that one album, man. There was a lot, that Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Yeah, sing it, Noah.
That was a great album, man. That was pretty clean.
Yeah, it was. I mean, obviously.
So
Doggy Style, wasn't it called Doggy Style?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, so maybe not. But that guy's pretty iconic. That's pretty cool. You got to. So what did you think of Snoop Dogg?
He was super chill, man. Like really was just another ordinary guy, you know. But he just knows he had all these bodyguards with him.
Did he really?
Yeah, there's probably a dozen people that I'd never recognized before in our clubhouse. And
wow.
They're like all big dudes. Like nobody's gonna mess with this guy. And Snoop Dogg, he's big himself. You know, he's like probably like Sterley your size, 6'5", 6'6".
Okay.
But he's skinny though.
Is he skinny? Is he as skinny as me?
No, he's skinnier, bro. But yeah, so it was cool. Like it was about half hour, 45 minutes before the game started, and everybody's like focused, getting ready for the game. And he just comes in, just super laid back, and he's like, "Man, you all gotta loosen up in here." We're like, we're trying to get ready for our ball game, Snoop.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool though. It's cool to meet like a American icon like that. You know, some of that almost everybody knows.
Yeah, everybody knows it, man. I mean, come on. So another American icon that you got to meet several years back, and obviously has been everybody's mind is Muhammad Ali.
That's right, man.
Passed away. So tell us about. I know you got to meet him. Tell us about what that was like.
I mean, it was on the civil rights game. I think it was the first civil rights game that we played in the major leagues. It was in Cincinnati, and we actually got to see a lot of famous people that day. You know, Bill Cosby, Hank Aaron was there. So a lot of big time guys. But yeah, Muhammad Ali. We actually went down the right field line inside the concourse, and obviously there was no response from Muhammad Ali. He was just kind of there. I got to shake his hand. He still had a firm, like a pretty solid handshake, big hands. And we just kind of, he had to lean up against the wall, I remember, to take the picture, and we all kind of got around him because he couldn't really support himself too much. But that was back in 2009 as well. But it was unbelievable to meet another iconic person like that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the age that we are, that I mean, obviously, Mike Tyson was the guy in boxing for our age group, right? And I feel like, but back when he was big, man, boxing was way bigger back then than it was even when we were younger, and especially now, because now I mean it's kind of diluted with MMA as well. So, Carter, were you ever into boxing at all? Did you ever ever watch any of the old Muhammad Ali fights?
No, not really. I mean, I've seen, the famous Down Goes Frazier, Down Goes Frazier. I've seen like those old clips, but no, I never really got into boxing.
Yeah, I don't think any of us did.
Or MMA fighting.
Yeah, it wasn't really. I mean, for like I said, I feel like our generation was. I mean, I definitely watched every time Tyson fought. I remember we watched it. I mean, we went somewhere. I remember, Adam, you probably remember this. I remember we got the pay-per-view fight at my house. We got the Tyson Holyfield fight. Which,
I do remember
which is famous. The
ear bite.
Yeah, I was going to know as ear gate or whatever you want to call it. But then again, that was at the decline of Tyson. But yeah, no, obviously Muhammad Ali was a huge sports icon, but also did things off the outside of sports that was big. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
But it's really cool that you got to meet some people. Is there anybody else that you got to meet that was just like, you're like, man, I can't believe I just got to meet so and so? And doesn't have to be sports. It could be, I mean, it could be actors. Anybody else? I mean, you get to? Oh, go ahead.
Who are you gonna ask?
Well, I was going to ask, did you get to meet Will Ferrell when he did spring training a couple years ago?
No, I didn't get to meet Will Ferrell. That would have been fun, though, to meet Will Ferrell. I did get to meet an actor that I got to meet was Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's right.
From Moneyball.
Moneyball premiere, right?
Yeah, and what the heck's that guy? The other guy, the how come I forgot his name, man?
Jonah Hill?
Yeah, Jonah Hill. Yeah. He was there
nice.
as well.
Very cool. Well, you guys, it was fun having both of you. Clark, we appreciate you joining us.
No problem at all.
Adam, we always appreciate taking the time and know that it's baseball season is a long it's a long season, and your days off are often time spent with catching up with family, things like that. And so we appreciate you doing this. It's been a lot of fun, and we hope to continue to do this. So I think it's time to go, and we're out.
All right, we're out of here.